As more parishioners at United in Faith get vaccinated, I hear more people considering attending in-person worship, and I'm so glad for that, absolutely. Many people, when we have more people that are vaccinated, many people's risk level is diminished because they are partially or fully vaccinated. I'm not a math genius. I'm terrible at sort of probabilities and percentages and all that kind of stuff. But assuming we have 10 to 20 people in worship, if half of those people are vaccinated, then really it lowers the risk for all 10 to 20 attendees. When we were earlier in the pandemic, we were trying very hard to limit that number, to keep it to a very low number so that we didn't put anybody at risk. As we get more and more people vaccinated, as we get better at sort of figuring out what do we do, how do we do the masking, how do we sit separate, what do we do in church to keep people safe, as we get better and better at those things, and as the vaccination rate increases, we will find that it can be safer for us to have a lot more people in here than we used to. From a state of Illinois standpoint, we have a limit of 50. I can't even imagine 50 people showing up for church in person at this point. We will still be doing our virtual live stream service at 9:30, and then we'll have our in-person at 11 o'clock. But it's such a good reminder that we are working toward the point where the entire community has enough vaccinations and enough incidences of having gotten COVID, all of those things, and safely recovering, that we move closer to herd immunity. And I don't want to bicker about the number, what number that is of herd immunity. The point is, we're safer when more people are fully vaccinated. Doctors warn us, though, that COVID-19 is probably not going to disappear completely, even if we do everything right. But the hope is that it will be diminished to a very low rate of occurrence because of vaccines and careful COVID practices, and that'll help us move in that direction. Ultimately, even from the very beginning, Dr. Ezike, who's the head of the Illinois Department of Public Health, reminded us that if we can keep people from getting the COVID-19, we can keep more people out of the hospital. If we can keep more people out of the hospital, we can keep more people from dying from COVID-19. These are all things we're moving toward, we're looking toward, and we're working toward. As a community and as a public, we have to gather together and do that together.